Alright, I've just learned something. Here my laptop is at idle, 4% CPU usage, and we have very high temperatures. So I'm not getting full performance out of this old laptop because it's just thermal throttling. So it's time to fix that. Oh yeah, and the screws for these are connected into the thing, so you can't lose them. Although I lost the entire cover for this. I just learned something. You don't get to the CPU by going underneath. You go at it from on top, which is jank. Anyway, that also means I took out all the other stuff for no reason. Gonna have to put it all back in. Alright, look at this. I got it open. Take a look at this heat pipe though. It's deformed from all of the heat. And something I noticed, this laptop has 2 DIMM slots. One here, next to the CPU, and then one on the back. And then it's the same thing with the Wi-Fi. There's a Wi-Fi card here, and there's one in the back. So I guess if your Wi-Fi card went bad, you could just plug one in from the back and wouldn't have to open up the keyboard. That's pretty cool. Now, unfortunately, I can't seem to get this out, but there is enough wiggle room for me to just take out the CPU. And here it is. It's this small little dingus thing with the pins on the back, which even during when this was made, Intel was doing the pins on the motherboard. So it's quite interesting that they had the pins on the CPU for this laptop. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove the thermal paste. Well, the reason why I wanted to get this out is because if I can't get it out, it makes it really hard to clean the underside of the heat of the CPU cooler. So what I did in order to clean it is I chopped a Q-tip in half and then used my pliers like this in order to clean the bottom of it. I've got quite a bit off of it, maybe even all of it, but you know, I can't tell because it's in the way, so that might be too much because this is just a small little thing. I'm gonna try and soak some of this up. Yeah, what's there should be fine. I'm just gonna throw this into the bin. Yeah, there are 2 other things on this board that have that are cooled by the same cooler. That's this chip here and this chip here. I think they're like GPUs or something, but they're both cooled with whatchamacallit? Not paste. Oh right, yeah, thermal pads. They've got thermal pads on these. So I could like take them off and apply a thermal paste, but difficult because this is in the way. Though one of these thermal pads is looking quite destroyed. I'll show you. That's the wrong area completely. So over here was the one I was talking about, the thermal pad that looks fine. And over here is the one that's destroyed, presumably just by heat. But I suppose I'll put thermal paste on that one since the thermal pad itself is literally destroyed. Alright, I've just put thermal paste on that one. So now I'm going to put the CPU back. Oh shoot, is that it? Yeah, that's that. I'm gonna go, this has a interesting feature where you need to lock and unlock the CPU. Now it's locked. I'm gonna swap. Now I need to put the heat spreader back. And since this actually doesn't have a integrated heat spreader on a standard CPU, if you don't follow this, you could quite literally crack the die on the CPU and completely destroy it. On a normal consumer CPU, it's got the integrated heat spreader, and that pretty much, well, it doesn't guarantee it's impossible, but it makes it much more difficult to actually chip the die like that. All right, let's see if there's a improvement. Hey, you look at that. It's way better. I didn't actually know this thing was thermal throttling. So I'm actually interested to see how well this works. But I guess that's a different video for a different time. Benchmarking a, how old is it? 15-year-old laptop? Wow. This thing's old.